Hello guys, today we will be continuing the Ben Drowned Ex-Reader story, Chapter 3, A Friend in This Hellhole. Your color eyes flutter open as you let a small yawn escape your lips. You then look to your side and notice Ben sleeping next to you. Your blush deepened when you noticed that he was hugging you. That's when you heard it, Ben snoring. It sounded adorable. You giggled slightly at his cuteness and decided it's best not to make the gamer boy angry. Suddenly, a scream radiated through the air, causing Ben to jerk up and legit almost fell off the bed. You tried your hardest not to laugh. Ben got out of bed and walked to the door to see what the noise was, and within seconds, a girl zoomed into his room and shut the door, startling both you and Ben. The girl had long dark hair that was done up in a ponytail, and it looked like it hadn't been brushed in days. Her skin was porcelain white with bruises and cuts everywhere. She had midnight purple eyes that could steal anyone's breath, and she wore a blue shirt and denim shorts. Ben, please, help. She sounded scared to death. Then her purple eyes converted over to you. Who's this? Your new girlfriend? She teased with a smirk on her face. Her comment made your face flush more. I'm joking. I'm Mia, she introduced. Your name, you stated calmly. Bang, bang, bang! Mia, come out now, called the familiar voice of the grinning psycho. You cringed at the loud bangs. I'm sorry, Mia, Ben said quietly before grabbing her wrist and opening the door. I believe you're looking for her? He then shoved Mia, Jeff, and slammed the door shut. You watched as the blonde walked onto the bed and flopped on it. A long sigh escaped his lips as he placed his hands over his eyes. Is it always this loud in the mornings? You asked Ben, and he just looked at you Sadly, yes. I wish I could get some peace for once. He rolled onto his side and laid his hands under his head and looked at you. You laid back down in bed and mimicked his moves. You're surprised that he hadn't killed you yet. He then had a look on his face that said, I have an idea. And a smiley slowly crept onto his face. Hey, your name. Want to play some video games? He asked, causing you to immediately nod. You love video games. Author's note. If Reader Chan don't like video games, then screw you, Reader Chan. Author's note over. You and Ben played video games for about half an hour before Ben paused the game and looked at you and asked, You hungry? You nodded as he gently smiled, and in seconds he jumped into the TV and came back with a bunch of food. You smiled. Ben handed you some food, and he opened a packet of Doritos. As you began to eat, you two began to play more of the game. And each time Ben would beat you, but then out of nowhere you karate flipped Ben's character and killed him instantly. You started to consider Ben as a real friend, but what you needed to know was that he could be trusted. Chapter 4, Escape. Well, sort of. Your point of view. You gave a small yawn as you woke. This time Ben wasn't there. He must be on a mission. You suddenly noticed something. The door was open a little. Your heart raced in excitement. Finally, you could escape. You suddenly hopped out, then ran for the door. Bam! You hit face first on the wooden floor as something pulled at your ankles. That's when you remembered the shackles. You grabbed and looked at the lock. It was able to be picked, but you had nothing. Wait. Your bobby pin. You quickly pulled out the bobby pin in your hair and picked the lock on the shackle. You smiled as the satisfying click of the lock undid the shackles, releasing your ankles. You ran out the door and down the hallway. Then you ran down a set of stairs and out what you thought was an exit because the door was bigger than the others. Luckily, it was. You noticed you were surrounded by forest. You grumbled and angered. Damn trees. You comment on what you think about trees. but you kept running. You didn't want it to be there. You needed to keep running to escape. Leaves crunched under, and your breath grew heavy. You ran farther still. Your legs began to tremble, and you stopped to lean in a tree. You took deep breaths, and your heart raced. Suddenly, you felt an arm grip around your waist and a hand cover your mouth. You began to thrash and scream, but it didn't work. Shh! I won't hurt you. Yet. The voice was raspy and demonic. You then felt something wet and snake-like slide across your neck. You're grossed out by this. Your skin tastes delicious. You kept thrashing when suddenly something hard hit your head, causing you to be knocked out. Hours later, your color eyes opened, and as you felt cold, you were shackled again, but this time to a wall. And the room was different. The walls were dark blue, and gore and blood lingered in the air. This room wasn't Ben's. You wiped your eyes around, looking for your captor. Then a figure walked in. "Hello, pet," he said. The guy, he wore a black hoodie, black jeans, and he had a blue mask covering his face. He scrambled back against the wall when he came closer. Who are you? What do you want from me?" You tried not to stammer, but it just came out like silk. This earned a deep chuckle. That's the end of chapter 4. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.